Have you ever felt like you're walking through the darkest valley of your life, where every step feels heavy and the path ahead seems impossible to navigate? Maybe you're facing a health crisis, a broken relationship, financial struggles, or the loss of someone dear to your heart. In these moments, it can feel like you're completely alone, surrounded by shadows that seem to stretch endlessly in every direction. But here's a truth that can transform your entire perspective on suffering. You are never walking alone. The creator of the universe, the God who spoke stars into existence, chooses to walk beside you in your darkest hour. Psalm 23 verse 4 declares this beautiful promise. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Notice the powerful word "through" in this verse. It doesn't say you'll camp in the valley or build a permanent home there. It says you'll walk through it. Valleys are passages, not destinations. They're temporary landscapes on your journey, not your final address. Think about how valleys are formed in nature. They're carved by rivers over time, creating fertile ground where life flourishes. Similarly, the valleys in your life aren't meant to destroy you. They're shaping you, preparing rich soil in your soul where resilience, compassion, and wisdom can grow. When Sarah lost her job after 15 years with the same company, she felt like her world had crumbled. The valley of unemployment stretched before her, filled with uncertainty and fear. But as she began each morning thanking God for His presence, something shifted. She discovered strengths she never knew she had. She started a small business that became more successful than her previous career. What looked like an ending was actually a beginning in disguise. God's presence in your valley isn't passive. He's not just a distant observer watching you struggle. He's actively involved, providing comfort when you need it most, strength when you feel weakest, and hope when despair tries to overwhelm you. His presence is your shield against fear and your source of courage to take the next step. But how do you experience this presence practically? Start your day by acknowledging God's companionship. Before you check your phone or think about your problems, speak this truth out loud. God, thank you for being with me today. I may not see you, but I choose to believe you're here. This simple declaration shifts your focus from your circumstances to your companion. When anxiety tries to flood your mind with worst-case scenarios, remind yourself that the God who holds the universe together is holding you together too. When loneliness whispers that nobody understands your pain, remember that Jesus Himself walked through valleys of rejection, betrayal, and suffering. He knows exactly what you're experiencing. Sometimes God's presence feels tangible, like a warm embrace surrounding your heart. Other times, you'll need to walk by faith when feelings fail you. Both experiences are valid parts of your spiritual journey. Faith isn't the absence of questions or doubts. Faith is choosing to trust God's character, even when you can't trace His hand. The valley might be teaching you patience as you wait for healing. It might be developing perseverance as you face ongoing challenges. Perhaps it's cultivating empathy so you can comfort others who will walk similar paths. Every valley has a purpose, even when that purpose isn't immediately clear. Remember, you're not defined by your valley experience. You're defined by the God who walks with you through it. The temporary shadows don't eclipse your eternal identity as His beloved child. The current chapter of difficulty doesn't determine the ending of your story. As you face today, declare this truth over your life. This valley is only a passage. God is with me, and His presence is my peace. Let this confidence steady your steps and calm your heart. Your deliverance might be closer than you imagine, and your breakthrough could be just around the next bend in the path. Start today by thanking God for His constant presence in your life. Choose to walk by faith, trusting that He's working all things together for your good, even in the valley. What valley are you walking through right now, and how will you acknowledge God's presence with you today?